y'all, welcome back to the Shortstack. Today we're talking Black history and of course making some pancakes. Let's start with our favorite thing about being Black. Favorite
cultural things that we just embrace.
Yes, there are too many actually. For all of these topics today, just remember, it could have been so many things. We could spend a whole. There's no wrong answer. It's just how we are feeling in this moment.
Your pancakes at home.
Yes, and once again, please make them at home. Tag
fun.
us. Let us know what you're doing.
Definitely.
I think I'm gonna start off with a little bit of white.
Okay. I'm gonna try this.
Ooh.
This blackish.
This black. You know what, y'all?
Yeah,
my coloring game today was not as strong as the first episode. First episode, I got a real nice black. It was trying to play on Black History Month, so it was not as dark this time. Let me turn this down a little bit because my pen already over here is sizzling. Whoa, okay.
Yeah. I think I'm a little hard.
You're a little hard too. In the words of Whitney and Bobby, we need a longer month. You remember that video where?
That's right.
She was like, we need a longer month. It's not long enough. But we Black all year, so.
That's right.
I'm already not loving
365.
what I got over here.
I'm sorry, I had got quiet for a little second because I was like, okay.
Dang, that's so good. You know what's so funny? I'm looking over there I'm not thinking big enough. Hold on, I'm gonna scrape over to the side. Let me readjust. Because how do I do a...
just, run it back.
Run it back.
Let's talk about some favorite things about being Black that we're not doing.
Okay. Well, I had mentioned this one to you earlier. One of my favorite things is baby hairs.
Baby hairs.
And what's ironic, y'all, today my baby hairs is not as fire as they usually are, but that is my favorite thing. My last big chop, I did it because I wanted to just, when people looked at me, I wanted them to see my baby hairs. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Look at the baby hairs.
No,
look
it's
at the
an
masterpiece.
It really is.
That I am creating. Don't worry about anything else about me. Just notice the art. I was telling you earlier, there's a geometry to the baby hairs, okay? It's all about, y'all, when you do this, brushing your baby hairs, that's a parabola, okay? There's math involved in baby hair.
Straight up math.
It is an art, it is a science. Y'all, if this next part fails, please don't judge me.
Just know we're having fun.
We're having a great time.
Art. We're dropping knowledge.
That's my other favorite thing about being
Black.
It's just the creativity, the innovation, which we're going to talk about today, but just the
one of my favorite Black quotes, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
I
don't know who to credit that to, but I know they was Black.
They know they was Black. You just know
it. You know I did the same mistake as I did the last one.
Inverted. Yeah. Damn. To be honest, it's so much more that goes into pancake art than what I thought. My lips are a little... Try to clean it up.
Okay.
That perhaps is...
Not the plastic surgeon.
Not good. I have to be real precise with it.
Man. Pure artistry.
Pure artistry live.
Yeah,
I think you're good. I think you're definitely good. That came out really nice. Last time my issue was when I flipped, the design didn't transfer over. So I hope today my design decides to actually flip with me.
Watch episode 10 when we're
for real.
Doing the world's greatest pancake arts.
Any other? So we're Black creativity, a part of the reason why we love culture. What else are you feeling besides your?
I love the Black head nod. The Black head nod, if I'm out somewhere and good. I notice it ain't too many of us around, then I see one of us.
Yeah.
See that eye?
Lock in.
Head nod.
Yeah, that head nod.
It's classic. Anything goes down.
We are here together. Yeah.
We are here together.
Or even I love the Black head nod, just on the street.
Just a nice Black head.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah, good to see
you. I love
it.
it.
I will say my only thing about the Black head nod is because I'm also awkward Black girl, I'll be too eager for it. I'll be anticipating it. Is this real. Black person finna give me the nod? If not, I know some stuff is up. Man. I know you're not really.
Hey, no, culturally.
You're not really down. If you don't give me that nod, I think you're an op. Like, I'm sorry.
Being from LA and then going out to Louisiana for college, it was weird because we were talking about it, a bunch of us, like how we would go and we would walk through and people would be staring and then, like, you think like it's a problem or something.
Yeah.
And you get up to them and they're like, hey, what's that? How you doing? It's like, oh man, you was all
you was just,
my mind and went to 12 different places.
Because now
like,
now that's on
me. Now it's my fault for assuming things about you. Like, now that's wrong.
That's wrong to me.
It was a beautiful thing to get used to.
Yeah.
So they were
kind of getting a little closer.
No aggressiveness.
Right.
No foul intention. It's just all like. But it was like sometimes people be staring like.
Yeah. Like, what's going on?
It's just the hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like in LA,
nice
we get the black head nod when it's only a few of us there. But then when it's a bunch of us there, then we ain't head nodding like we need to be head nodding.
We need to be head nodding.
We need to be head. We only want to head nod with who we came with. But we need to head nod at all times.
We need to be head nodding with everybody.
Brothers and sisters at all times, not just we
everybody gets a head nod. No,
we shouldn't have to be outnumbered to come together.
The head nod. No, true. Ain't that a metaphor for a lot? Look, bring it together, okay?
This is knowledge. You get knowledge here. Pancake
knowledge and knowledge. Are we ready to get into?
We can.
What we created? So start us off.
Let's get it.
I picked grills. I think that grills are such a beautiful art form, and I think that I'm glad that we are in an era now where they're more widely accepted because growing up, I feel like it was looked at as like a thing that's like not classy. It's like, it's kind of gutter if you have grills. Like, it's not really. But they're so artistic.
They
like,
are.
The jewels, the gems, the color palette. Like, it's so lovely. And we were talking about this earlier. It's like, you can't be like, oh, we come from royalty, we come from, and then be looking at people crazy for wearing jewels on their teeth.
Yeah.
Like, that's fire. Like, you got jewels in your mouth. You got gold.
I feel like you earned that. You did that.
You did that. Like, and when I get my first pair of grills, y'all, I'm saying this now, I will be insufferable. I'm already insufferable as a person. When I get that first set of grills, all the time. I'm doing that
all the time.
No matter what. Like, always. So, and also, there are people making innovative strides with the grills. Ease the brand, they are patenting this like protective grill. So like, you can be fired and have your mouth protected.
No,
so
that's
like
amazing.
The black innovation, as we were just speaking about, the creativity. That's one of my favorite things about being black is the grills.
I love grills. I love it. For me, I did 12.
Love it.
It's number 12 with the S to represent the dozens. And the dozens, if for those who don't know, is when you and your homies or whoever get together and you start clowning each other, you start roasting each other. And sometimes I see different things like out there today. And it's like, man, you can see good people get broke down kind of easy. You know what I mean?
And you can tell you've never been roasted.
You've never been roasted. You never
played the dust.
You should not be able to let this person get to you like this. No. Celebrities, everything. It'd be people like, you're talking to John Nobody and you're super whatever. And that under your skin got you in full crash out.
It's bad.
Full crash out.
It's very bad.
I feel like the dozens is an undervalued thing in black culture that helps you get through life. It thickens your skin. It's funny. It also helps you be creative with how you're going to snap back.
And on the fly.
How you come with the jokes quick. Like, that people who are good at the dozen, some of the smartest people you ever seen. Like,
truly. No,
like, how'd you come up with that fast in response to that? Like, I love it. Like, you never want to be that guy in a group where like, oh, you made a joke about him, now he over there mad, now he over there sad, or whatever.
Exactly.
And it's like, but the people who grew up clowning and roasting each other, like family and friends and whatnot, like, they just built a little different, and you just go through life able to laugh at yourself, able to laugh at others, able to do it in a way where like, there's obviously off-limit things. If you're good at the dozens, you don't even need to touch that. I don't even have to go to that because I'm so creative with it. Like,
it's actually more cheap to go to the stuff that's off-limits because it's like, you had to cop out.
You had to cop out. Yeah, you was losing, huh?
You was losing. And that's how you always knew when their moment get too hot, someone say something crazy. Oh, you didn't have anything else to say.
Yep.
You were lost for words.
It's like a celebrity bringing up money. Now, we started this knowing you had more money. Like, that was obvious.
All the celebrities love
Show
that.
me something.
That's why you broke.
Like, yeah.
I knew that. You knew that.
Exactly. We all knew that. Like, come on now.
So what next? Like,
exactly.
No, that's
and I feel
so
like
real.
if we strengthen the dozens, you know,
we
like
bring
we a stronger group of people.
Truly.
Like we need to spread this to all cultures.
Yes.
Like, start making fun of your kids. Start making fun of your friends. The dozens is an underrated part of Black culture.
Yeah.
That's
And I like how you
know.
really like it is an art form. Like you have to know how to do it. I like that. And I was never really good at thinking on my toes, but like I feel like it always forced me to like, push it. Like, figure something out. Be creative. Like, you can get something out, and in the moments where you couldn't, you just take that out. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I done thought about something later in the day, like, I'll start something the next day just to get it off.
I got something to say.
Got something for you.
I didn't get you yesterday.
I was like 30 minutes late, but I'm on time today. I'm ready.
That's the thing. And and it's like so funny because you had set the example earlier where he's like, my uncle said that joke when I was 5. That could not hurt me.
Exactly, man. Shout out to my uncles because both of them used to roast me growing up. Like the reason why you never see a snotty nose on this guy, you never see earwax on this guy. Oh no, sir. I was getting roasted. Like,
and I mean, even if you did get hurt, I feel like it teaches you how to also self-soothe. Like, that. Like, it was like, ooh, that got me so mad. But I'm a temper down. So that was a great one, and I like how you depicted it too.
Oh no, yeah.
That was fire. Next, we want to move into
inventions. Black inventions. Let's go.
Spoiler alert, everything. But
so many things.
Yeah, it's crazy how much
so many.
Black people have made and built and innovated, like
since the beginning of time.
From the smallest things to the biggest things, from joyful childhood things, super soakers, like.
He recently got paid, so shout out to that.
Shout out to
getting paid for your work.
Literally, yes, especially when the thing has so outgrown you. Like there's no payment for that. Like every childhood summer. Literally. Yeah, like oh my God. Where do I wanna I think I'm gonna start with this white again.
Definitely. I have one in mind for sure. Hopefully I'm not trying to do too much right here. Bear with me.
This is the Black History Month episode. If there's ever a time to do too much, it's now.
What? I've been inspired by what you just said.
It's like go big or go we're at your home, but go big is the point. It's gonna be a little bit of an artsy interpretation of the thing, but I'm gonna make it work.
I love the fact that I get to explain these to y'all.
Yeah.
So, if you're not seeing what I was trying to do,
I can get you to where I was going.
Yeah. Like, exactly.
I can bring you into my world.
You with me?
I think my thing is up too high today. Even though I feel like it's lower than what it was.
Mine is not.
Oh no! There's gotta at least be one of those an episode. Like
at least one. Man.
That's what you're making. Are there other Black inventions that are standing out to you?
Man, one that stood out to me was Charles Drew and the blood bank. I was looking at the blood banks and how he found ways to make blood last for longer. And it's a big way that today, like, when people need blood and blood transfusions right away, we have so much on stock because we're able to have the blood banks. So that was a big one for me because that's literally life and death.
Yeah.
That affects everyone all over the world. Like, so
literally,
it's just that's major right there.
Like life-changing innovation right there.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's not talked about enough.
No, I mean in LA we have so many like Charles Drew like high schools, elementary, but I haven't seen that like in other states. So
I know people that went to Charles Drew. I'm gonna ask.
Yeah, you gotta ask them. Yeah, literally. I hope so.
Why you ain't tell me then?
No, fill me in. I don't know who the Black inventor of edge control is, but I'm very grateful for whatever brilliant Black person decided to make edge control. Because that's
for real.
one of my favorite things ever I use on a daily basis.
Hey, yellow, how do you do that yellow?
I just been dropping it.
Oh, with the dropper.
The dropper.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna use that in a second.
Yeah, here. Oh, I actually like how the second one came out better.
Oh, we're having a good time over here. Wait till y'all see these.
You can tell because I've been getting quiet. Like,
no,
because I'm really
that's
me.
That's me.
I'm over here like, dang, this is a whole episode. Let me speak words.
No, yeah, that's me. That's me. That's when y'all see the art though.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, okay, I see why the silence is necessary. Like,
we was going for it on this one.
I think I might need to flip my first one. Perhaps. Okay, yeah, I think I can flip my first one. When I think about Black innovation too, I think a lot around like music, which if you haven't listened to our first episode, go check that out. That was all about the Grammys. So go tune in. That was a great episode. But so much innovation in music and just like different art forms. No. The flipping is not going well.
You need some help?
No, I just think I'm not.
That was me too. I was like, you know what? Damn, my fingers. I'm burning them.
my fingers are gonna be also crispy, but I'm not gonna flip it. I think that is too risky to flip. Like,
I can do it.
The design is breaking apart upon flipping.
Y'all can get the vibe of what I'm, because
no, you're looking great over there. Okay, I can flip my second one though. So sorry. Oh, did I bump you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh no. Some Black innovation that I would like to do some more research on is just around like
No.
It broke.
No, it looks so perfect.
I know, y'all. Oh, I didn't turn it back up.
You know what a great thing Black people have done since the beginning of time? Is the ability to pivot. The ability to
Master pivoters.
And to adjust.
Oh, speaking of pivoting.
How did that happen?
Okay. Let me put
what just happened?
What? Is it just in here?
Man.
Actually, I just hit start again because now we were talking about pivoting and then
and the ability to pivot. I think that's crazy.
Look at this Black,
right
look at this Black innovation.
Hey, the pan is hot still. I gotta keep moving.
Wasn't the flashlight a Black inventor as well?
Hey, I believe so. I'm doing some research on
do some research. We'll fact check that. Yeah. These look so good. I'm very excited to get into yours. But let's save the best for last.
Hey, we can do it.
Well, we're gonna throw mine out first. But basically for mine, I have a very artsy version of an ear here, and what's coming out of it are acupuncture needles, because my favorite invention that I wanted to highlight was the Black Panther Party and their approach to like community healthcare. I feel like we don't talk broadly enough about all the work that they did. Like, we'll just focus on them being militant, and I think in some ways we over kind of sensationalize that sometimes. But this they created this 5-point ear protocol called the NADA that essentially was instrumental in helping people detoxify from substance use and get sober, and it's still used like literally in healthcare, in acupuncture to this day.
See, that's amazing.
And I didn't even know that until 2 years ago. Like, it was something that was completely new to me.
That's so cool.
But they even, traveled to the rural parts of China to learn from like lay healers and acupuncturists. So like, they were a global, worldwide coalition. So that's my first.
So
and it's so dope. Man. I'm like, whoa, like, and there's still people to this day, like, former Black Panthers that are still alive that were trained and have the acupuncture skills. So like, shout out to that. It's beautiful.
That's amazing.
It's such it was life saving. Like,
users, everybody.
Literally. And they were so affirming. Yeah. and they were intentional about how they care for people. So that's my first one. And then the second part of that, these are eggs. Okay, I feel proud of my eggs. I feel like my eggs look good. Okay,
the eggs look like I want to eat them.
Like, you want to eat them? Yes, right, because they look real. And I love a runny egg. Like, truly, runny eggs are my favorite. So this is for their breakfast program, and the fact that we would not have free school meals without the Black Panthers. Like,
talk about
it started off as a community initiative, and now literally federally it's why we can go to school and have free lunch. So like the Black Panthers was like, everybody deserves to eat. Like,
that's amazing. That's real. That's like a basic concept that you would think everybody thought.
Like access to food.
Access to food is something everybody needs.
A human essential. They were like,
amazing.
Don't let the babies be hungry.
And those programs are like thriving because even through COVID and everything else, they were still feeding children. I know my son's school, they were saying, hey, if you still want to get free lunch during like even Christmas break or something like that. It's like you still come get a free lunch. And like that, get food. So like,
and it's only now that it's like, I just saw last week that was one of the federal programs that they're trying to like take away. But to your point, it's so sad because it lasted even through something like the pandemic, and there's no reason to take that away.
A lot of people depend on
it's some kids' only way to get.
It's easy to take it for granted, but like you know, you know, with all the things that like our tax money might go to, that's not one of the things I'm tripping.
No, please.
Definitely take a part of my share, throw it towards that. I'm not tripping.
I wanted to go to the babies.
Throw that. If it means the kids get to eat, let's go ahead.
Let's go.
Take whatever you need.
Hell, if that's the case, I might throw a couple more in my tax dollars because I want to make sure.
If I knew it was going to that for sure, you might get some volunteer dollars. Like, come on.
So that's shout out to the Black Panthers. Love them. Love the legacy.
Still doing things.
And that's the thing too about the Panthers. Like, there are so many still alive. Like, they're not all dead. Because I think sometimes...
This is not ancient history.
It's not ancient. like
written on tablets.
No.
This is current.
Tablets is crazy.
I mean, sometimes they act like, certain histories was so long ago. Not that long ago.
With the black and white photos, like, no, this is real.
Like, not that long
like,
ago,
this just
kids
happened.
went to school, and if their parents weren't able to give them a lunch,
heartbreaking.
They just were hungry.
They're just hungry.
So they got home and ate whatever.
Yeah.
Not that long
ago.
Not on tablets.
Which is insane,
So things we might take for granted is like, man, like, there's
people fought for that
today
too.
who grew up without.
Truly.
And then, so for me, I wanted to highlight, man, Garrett Morgan, like, great inventor. Like, this man had a 6th grade education, and from that he ended up, but he was like a thinker, like a natural thinker, a seer and a creator, somebody who wasn't afraid to try and fail and keep trying and keep trying. And he was determined to get something. His first invention, he had opened a sewing company where he fixed sewing machines, and then he also he repaired sewing machines and sold them because he was always so good with his hands, and he was always so good at repairing things and different stuff like that. So he was looking for an ink, and then in his journeys with that, he found something that straightened hair. So that was his first invention.
That's a major first invention.
Man, like on the accident, like after you can like already fix machinery and stuff like that with your hands. With the limited tools they had back then. And so then from there, he saw the problem of firefighters dying, not from the actual flames or being burned or anything, but from smoke inhalation. And he was like, man, these are heroes, man, and they're dying, like, trying to save others. Like, this is a problem needs to be fixed. See problem, fix problem. So he created a hood that had like sponges on the ends and everything like that, and it would clean out the air, and they were able to get fresh air, and it was recycled oxygen and everything like that. And he was determined to show that, hey, this could save lives. This is a better way of breathing. They're breathing better. So one day a factory blew up, and he ran in there with his prototype on and saved a bunch of people just to make sure, hey, I can prove this works. And it worked. And it was like the stepstones for the gas mask and everything.
That is so committed.
We're in LA right now. We just dealt with so many fires. So so much smoke inhalation and gas masks and different things, ways of covering up were like intricate parts of keeping people together. So like Garrett Morgan again.
Wow.
He saw another issue. He was alive during like the inception of the car when cars started taking over the roads.
Right.
And the more cars were on the roads, imagine a world with no stoplights.
Yeah.
Imagine a bunch of cars out there with no stoplights. Like, I mean, we live in a world with stoplights.
And it's still madness sometimes.
Madness.
Yeah.
So, like, this man invented the template for the stoplight.
Okay, love it.
And we have that now today, thanks to him. And man, I don't know how many accidents
right, live
CSA, over the years around the world.
You probably cannot quantify that.
Everywhere around the world.
Yeah.
Again, these are like worldwide inventions that have helped everybody. As we've all used a stoplight. Yeah. We've all been in situations where if the fires would have just kept burning, like, we could have been in a situation. So things to protect firefighters are always major.
Love it.
Like it's really good. Garrett Morgan. Man, shout out to you. Like, I can only imagine what he'd do today. With all these modern, like, technologies at his hand.
Yeah.
He was, I'm talking 1920s. Like, 1920s, he's doing these type of things. And, like, his vision, like, man, like.
He's a good example of paying attention to what's happening around you. Like you said, see problem, fix problem.
Yeah.
Like, he was in tune of noticing, like, damn, that's a gap. I could fix that.
Yeah. Like, the concept of the stoplight, I mean, come on. Like, imagine, like, just cars just, who knows when to go.
Everybody looking at each other
like, well, I'm in a rush.
So I'm going to
go.
Like, yeah.
So, I can only imagine what life was like back then on the road.
Next, we're just going to do favorite Black-owned company at the moment. Or not even necessarily favorite, but just one we want to highlight.
We want to shout out.
Yeah.
We'll be shouting out plenty throughout
Black History Month.
Every
month. Happy Black History Life, perhaps.
Yeah, there we go.
I feel good about this design. And you know what? Okay. We're running a little low on black, so I'm gonna use
I think
a
I
couple
used
different
too
colors.
much on the last one.
No, you had to though. That one was like, it required all of that, okay? I think it's important because this comes up every year, and one of my favorite actually Black-owned coffee shops here in LA, Bloom and Plume, just had to shut down last year, and the owner Maurice was talking so much around like, you know, people love to support Black-owned businesses during Black History Month, but he's like, we gotta stay open. Like, you cannot just come in February and think your favorite, you know, place is gonna stay open. Like, you have to. No, it's not sustainable. You have to like continue to support throughout the entire year. So let this be a reminder as we're doing these, you know, shout outs to these companies that just like keep going to your local Black-owned business. Like, don't stop. Don't make it just like a February thing. We need to be supporting 365. If there's ways to get involved, just make sure they stay open.
Where your dollars go.
I feel like in so many cities right now across the country, there's just so many Black businesses forcing to close. Like, and that makes me so sad because it takes a lot to run a business, and when we don't have the same access to like venture capital and top dollars like that, it's hard to keep the doors open. So just make sure you are doing your due diligence.
I'm working on this one right here. I'm trying to get it as best I can.
Don't forget we got the yellow too. That looks fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need the yellow. I'm gonna have to get nice with the squeezer. Trying to represent this Black business correctly, you know.
Trying to make sure it fits their brand.
You know, fits the brand, like, you know. So many Black-owned businesses I love. 1010 Wine.
Oh yeah, 1010 is great.
Shout out to 1010 Wine. Great place to hang out if you haven't been yet.
It's such a chill vibe too. That's why I love it so much.
Very chill, very nice. Ooh. I love places where I can hear the other person talk.
Yes.
I hope you don't need yellow.
You said the yellow is in fact gone.
I go way too big all the time.
That's the problem.
Like,
you go too big and I go too small. I think that's where sometimes mine be messing up because my design is so tiny.
Because you gotta be all intricate.
Because you gotta be all,
detail.
yeah.
You can get more free when it's huge.
No, for real. I need to take notes on that. That's all that matters. Oh my God, that looks so good.
You want to start talking about our black-owned businesses?
Yes.
We can do that because I'm taking a little while on this one.
Nah, okay, I'm gonna reflip mine because I'm gonna have it on this side. My black-owned business is called Semicolon. It is a bookstore in Chicago. It is Black woman-owned. The owner, Danny, is absolutely amazing. It's one of the first places that I found when I moved to Chicago. And the book club, we read Fledging by Octavia Butler. So like, really dope space, really passionate about helping the community. They're a nonprofit. They do an event every year called Clear the Shelves, and it's for students who are part of the Chicago public school system to get free books. So they're all passionate about like literacy overall. So like, I absolutely love them. I learned how to play spades at that bookshop, because
as we spoke about black culture, spades, and black culture,
right? Go in. But the thing about it is, black people don't ever teach you how to play spades. Everybody just go, "You can't play spades." No, I can't. And you're the
at some point,
person.
One of y'all got to show me how to play this.
Somebody has to be teaching people how to play spades. When was I supposed to
learn? If every time you go to learn, the only response
I get scolded for not knowing. Who was gonna teach me?
It's like those jobs that want to experience, but how you get experience if ain't nobody.
If nobody's hiring experience, where am I gonna get it at? And in a minute, I'm gonna have to start lying about the experience. So,
man.
But it was so affirming to be in the space of all black people who also didn't know how to play spades, and we was all figuring it out together, y'all. So
what a safe space! Shout out to safe spaces for black people.
It was such a safe space, and they have had to pivot a lot over the past year. They currently have a Kickstarter campaign because they are wanting to expand into a coffee shop called Junction Cafe. So I'm going to put their Kickstarter in the show notes. If you can donate, if you can give $1 or $2, please do. You can buy books from them online. You don't have to be in Chicago. So please support them. Now this, tell us what you got going on over there.
Man, my black business I wanted to shout out is Smile Bartending. I've been watching Smile Bartending grow, and they have been moving, man. They've been doing so many great things, so consistent with their business, their quality. Everybody they work with has nothing but rave reviews about them.
Nice.
Shout out to AD, their CEO. She's been doing things, black women out here making moves and everything. They just had an event with 1010 Wine this past week about sipping with intentions. It was a networking event, all kinds of black businesses, owners and workers and everything getting together, networking, and it's just a beautiful thing to see, as they were two black businesses who came together. Yeah. The owner AD, the CEO, she's been doing business with Chopin Vodka. She was one of their 100 bartenders to do various cocktails. She was also with Kevin Hart and his Grand Coromino. She was a part of their bartenders that did the battle as well. So that was a really cool thing to see. She's good at hers. Like, she's a CEO who is in the trenches with you. She's bartending with you. She's making the drinks too.
I love that.
And it's great. Every drink made with love. You can tell the difference between, somebody who followed the recipe and somebody who made the drink with love. And, Small Bartending, they all make everything with love. Everything with love. And, that's how they move, and I can appreciate companies like that. And so shout out to them. Shout out to AD. Shout out to Small Bartending for sure.
That's amazing.
That's what my pancake
it's so good.
I gave it my best,
No,
smile.
literally smile. No, it literally looks like their logo. You absolutely.
I did my best. It was made with love.
It was made with love, just like the drinks. Okay, he was all with it. Okay. We are still figuring out what we want to do, but our next one is current event.
Current event that we want to highlight. So many great things being done in the black community these days that we're getting going.
Too many to choose from, honestly.
No, yeah. That's why, it's important to remember these are just ones that we chose.
Yeah, just on this day, in this moment, to be honest.
We want anything we don't want to know about, put that in the comments. Let us know. We want to know about everything. We might make a pancake about that, do another segment.
Right.
Or you could do a pancake too and put us on this.
Put us on, let us know.
Have fun, always be creative.
What is it? Isn't that quote like the world doesn't move without black creativity?
Oh, there we go.
Like that.
There we go. I like that.
Maybe I just saw that on Twitter a couple years ago. I don't think nobody.
Maybe you made it up.
said that? Nah, I don't think I made it up.
Shout out to
I would like to take credit
for things that you didn't do. Shout out to that. Look at that. Even in the midst of temptation.
Especially because we just live in such a somebody could pull that real quick. Like I know y'all can find the tweet, so I'm not even gonna pretend like I came up with it. Like.
You know, the great philosopher once said, "There ain't no future in the front."
Exactly, and you
future in the front.
You will not catch me fronting. I will not do it. No, truly, that was.
I think that was cool.
I feel like I've been having a rough show with designs tonight, so I said, let me go with something.
I think you're being hard on yourself.
I said,
I like that.
Let me be real. Let me be real basic. How you doing over there?
Not so well. Yours is so cool. I'm so mad.
I feel like you are in deep thinking mode.
Man, I think I'm doing too much.
I can tell because you got quiet. I was like, he is contemplating over there. That plays background music. While you're thinking, is there a specific really good? Oh, it came to you.
Yeah.
I love when inspiration strikes. A recent black event that we went to that I thought was really amazing was the Battle of the Bands. That was a good time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to Southern University.
Shout out to Southern.
Hey, and all that came to Southern due to the Battle of the Bands.
Already.
I don't know if you've been keeping up with it. You know they opened at the Super Bowl. They opened the Super Bowl. Southern on the field at the Super Bowl.
That was them?
That was Southern.
Wow.
Yeah, Southern's been everywhere.
On.
They've been lighting it up. Everybody on ESPN was talking about Southern. You know, if you can tell, I went to Southern. So, shout out to Southern. Shout out to the Human Juice.
Yeah.
Just come on, man.
Everybody was good, but something about Southern's before, I just was I couldn't take my eyes off. It's
different. Shout out to all the bands.
No, yeah.
We had a great time from start to finish.
Alcorn State.
Shout out to Glorilla too.
Shout out to Glow.
She came and represented.
Killed it. Absolutely
awesome.
Killed it. But sorry, we were talking at the same time. When you went to Southern.
Oh yeah, when I went to Southern, the band was everything, man. The band, halftime, you can't wait till halftime. Our football team was good too. Football team, it was good. But the band is next level. It's when they come in as freshmen, everything is a whole they don't walk on grass. They wear high socks. They have the headset. They are
committed.
And they are a unit. They are in sync from start to finish. You don't never see one of the band members just alone by themselves somewhere.
Everybody always together.
Together. It was beautiful to see. And then when you watch them on the field, you see oh my God, that's why they
shows. It shows.
And it was great to see. They gave the band swag. My kids were there and they were looking at the band yo.
That's actually
my oldest son's been playing the trumpet lately, and for him to see what it could be if you put that work in and you do you can do stuff like this, and it's just really cool to see, and the exposure, being on the West Coast, we don't get enough of the exposure
of the HBCU. Yeah.
We went to HBCU, so we've seen it.
We've seen it firsthand. And I love that you say, it kind of gives the band swag, because I didn't know, I've never been the kind of person to be oh, you do that, that's lame, because I was a theater kid, so I had no right to say anything. Shout out to the theater kids, truly. Until I got to Spelman, that I was being in the band is really cool, because even though I was a theater kid, theater at my high school was respected still more than the band. The band was still looked at a little that's still kind of nerdy, that's still kind of corny. So going to some, I was oh, the band, HBCU, and I don't know why. I should have known from Drumline that the band was that place to be.
Drumline, man. Shout out to Drumline.
Shout out to Nick Cannon, because he was the host.
He was the host. Battle of the Bands.
Whoever set that up,
that was perfect. So much thought was put into it.
Southern had me being I should have also played an instrument. The drum major, I was he was getting.
I played a little cymbals once upon a time.
Yeah, you did. Was there a reason reason why you stopped, or just, I mean, you were also this.
I was just involved in
He was a dancer.
I like to try everything. Man.
This guy did everything, okay? So, all of the artsy stuff he has done.
All the artsy, all the athletic.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just be a liver of life. You know,
right. Try all of the stuff.
Out, you know? I don't claim to be the best at any of it, but at some point in life, I did it.
Yeah, and you was pretty damn good at a lot of it. Would you pick up? I would like to pick up an instrument. Like that's on my list. Like I want to go back to. Sure. I tried to fumble with a guitar at one point. Mm-hmm. I think I was upset that I didn't pick it up and immediately was a musical prodigy. So I was like, it's not for me. I needed more patience. I just was trying to immediately touch it and be India Irie, and that just was not. That was not the case.
Full intentions of being a forever student in life.
Right, yes.
Always.
Because it's like, why did you come here? Try out all of the things.
Try it all.
Just to see what sticks. Okay.
Other
side.
We're doing another side.
That is so interesting. It's like you never know what design is gonna look better on the other side.
Yeah,
like
you don't.
I had mine.
Awesome
I need to flip mine, but I'm nervous about flipping it. Should I not flip it?
It just looks so good.
I had turned it off.
I like how it looks, to be honest.
Really? Okay. I'll maybe just
look what happened when I flipped mine. When I flipped it back, it's all wrinkly now.
But you know what? It is it goes in the wind. No.
Oh, it's waving.
No, it's waving. Okay, it fits what you got going on over there. Okay, so I support it because you always be helping me out with my designs and yours are still good. It just had a wave to it. It's in the wind. We're in Southern California. We be having breeze. We didn't even plan that. We are unscripted. Clearly, we are unscripted. Should I get into mine?
Or do you want to do the save the best? I'm fully down to save the best. I mean, we saved the best on the last one. I can acknowledge.
You can acknowledge. Okay, fair. I'm gonna turn it down. It's still really good. It's just waving.
Again, I just want to point out this is made with love.
This is made with love.
The current event. There was a recent interview with Black Sam. Nipsey Hussle's brother.
Yes.
Shout out to the Marathon TMC, everybody over there. Lauren London, the kids, everybody,
the whole family.
They were looking at taking the Crenshaw and Slauson location, where used to be the Marathon store, and taking that area and turning it into the Neighborhood Knit Foundation. And it's going to be a program for kids.
Love it.
Black Sam highlighted how Nipsey used to go all the way to Watts on his own. In order to do a free music program.
Nice.
Where they taught children how to record, how to do beats and everything that. And as you can see, we had Nipsey Hussle out of that.
Out of that.
Was a program that was very interesting.
Shout out to whoever was running that program.
Come on. To go from Crenshaw and Slauson to
Watts.
Just a word. Shout out to the determination. Like, a lot of people say they want to be this or that, but are you going to make the trip down there? Are you going to go where it takes? Are you going to learn? And it's great to have exposure and have the programs in the neighborhood. Now if you're from the same neighborhood Nipsey was from, you ain't got to go to Watts. Now you get to go here. They said this should be open 2025 for the kids. You can drop your kids off. These programs are great, man, to have in the community, free programs where you can get some real life training experience. It's great to have options in the community. Great to have things you can do to keep you, out of whatever could be going on outside.
And I love that because we deserve to have those kind of programs. And more affluent areas, they have so many options of, do you want to do sports? Do you want to do music, dance, theater, art? It's all right there. And so to be able to have something like this in the community is so dope. For my Pancake, I created a little camera. I'm actually very proud of this camera. I did this to highlight the Art House Film Lab, which is a Black-owned film lab that's actually opening up. I was going to say this weekend, but we'll see how quick I can edit. February 22nd in LA. Their location's going to be in Chinatown, and I just learned about them. Literally, I saw this TikTok about the opening last night, but I think it's amazing. I love historical photographers like Gordon Parks who really captured Black people and everyday life. And so I love that there's going to be a film lab where, all people, of course, but are going to be coming to bring their photos and to bring their memories. And we come from a very like photo heavy family where like
still have albums.
Still have albums. Like our whole family, but our mom especially was like so adamant about like that lady loves her some pictures. Our grandparents love pictures. So I love that people are going to be able to come and get their films developed. I want to start taking more like pictures on old school cameras. So I'll definitely be going to the film lab to develop my pictures. I just think Black people should have cameras, and I think we should just take picture of everything.
Especially with them trying to erase our histories. It's important to have evidence. So important now that we have cameras everywhere.
Like we are here.
Make
like
sure we're documenting
truly
our history, because like nobody's gonna tell your story better than you.
Yeah.
And if you let them tell your story, they will try to tell it your way. So
and they'll twist it.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this as a lover of history.
Right. Yeah.
As a lover of information being passed down.
Yeah. And it's proof that we are here, like you said, like we cannot be erased. Like no matter how much you try and take our history from
literally have stuff chiseled in walls from thousands of years ago that people try to
like no, we're here, we're present. And I just love looking at like old photos like of even like people I don't even know.
It's got a warm feeling to it. It's like a
it does. I have to show you this video, but somebody on Valentine's Day posted like an archive of like Black people in 1959 on Valentine's Day. And I'm like, just stuff like that. So we are here. We've always been here. So shout out to Art House Film Lab and all that y'all are doing.
That's awesome. Ready?
I am ready. Woo. Last pancake of the night. Okay, we are
last couple pancakes.
Nearing the end of the show.
Definitely.
Thank you for rocking with us tonight.
Yes, thank you for rocking with us. Those of you who made it this far, this is beautiful. Those of you who just looking at a clip of this, go watch the whole thing.
Go watch the whole thing. Come back.
Come back.
What did they say? Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
I hope you didn't need red. Dang, I'm sorry.
No, I can live without red.
Are you sure?
No, I'm fine with it.
I'm over here going in with the red. And I'm doing over here is I'm creating a pancake based off of a Black history hero.
Okay.
And I'm picking the amazing, phenomenal, iconic Miss Toni Morrison. I love her so much.
Shout out.
Like, I made a video, this might have been 2 years ago now, where I was like, if there is a Toni Morrison quote, like I think there's a Toni Morrison quote for every moment, and I will be the person to say it. Like, I think her mind was so brilliant.
Oh no, yes.
I oftentimes don't have the words to describe like how much her books and her writing have given to me. I'm currently in a book club and we're reading Beloved, which I've avoided for many years because it's so dark and like I don't wanna like all of her books are heavy in a way, but Beloved is just like, oh jeez, we are getting to the thick of it, and it's been such a phenomenal read, as has everything else. So I appreciate Toni Morrison too, because in a moment where we are really thinking about like how we want to redistribute power and what it means to be Black and what it means to like fight against erasure, she was like, look, I love my people, but I'm not going to be out marching in the street. That's not how I'm going to advocate, but I'm going to make sure that every Black author that hits my desk gets published. And I think when we think about boycotts and stuff like that, we don't think about ways to be creative. So that's why I loved her so much, because she was like, I'm going to make, like, we wouldn't have the autobiography of Angela Davis, Muhammad Ali. We wouldn't have poetry works by people like Toni Cade. Like, she really was so instrumental in the publishing world, and then also gave us hella novels and essays and all kinds of beautiful writing. So if you are in a moment where you're like, where's my place and what should I do? Think creative. Be like Toni Morrison. Find your lane and be so committed to doing it. So that's why she will forever be one of my favorite people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, everybody, I feel like can contribute in their own way.
Right.
And people should be less concerned about wanting people to, like, you know, maybe have an impact in the way they want.
Exactly.
When it's like, no, it takes all of it. It takes absolutely all of it. So,
like, we needed her to be like,
we needed
What about Black stories? Like
Black stories are important. I'm gonna highlight a moment in Black history, a moment none too far ago.
Right.
This moment happened. It was a viral moment. It's a show to the times because this moment could have happened and nobody would have ever knew it happened. But it was recorded. Shout out to who recorded it. Like,
I don't even know. Was it like one of the passengers?
Cameraman. Like, it was multiple angles. So
That's
like,
fair. That's fair. That's a good point. I forgot that.
While I'm leaving you in suspense, we're talking about the great Alabama brawl. You know, in that moment, I want to touch on that moment because a lot of people like, and I've even talked to some people. Some of my white friends were like, "Why were you guys so excited about that fight at the boat dock?" And I was like, "Man, like,
let me tell you,
like how that moved my soul."
How that did,
man, I've watched that video so many times. An amazing moment, like in unity in everything.
Right.
And we spoke on the Black Nod briefly earlier, and how like we love the Black Nod, and it's like a thing where it's like, you know, like when we're out and people like to down talk like Black unity, but like we do when we're in spaces and we see unfamiliar faces. When we see each other, we do feel a level of comfort. There's eye contact. There's a love there. And this was a situation where Black man was outnumbered, just trying to do his job. He was attacked. And then breaking another Black stereotype. Here comes a Black man swimming his way over there to assist. Black people coming from everywhere to look out. And, you know, it was a lookout thing. It was like when we got each other. It was like a bonding moment. It was it was a love moment. More than like, even like just a Black moment. It was a moment of like, these bullies tried to bully this guy. And people stepped in and had his back. Like, you don't just treat somebody a certain way because he's a security guard or whatever like that. Like, the man tells you gotta move, you gotta move. And like, if that's what it is, that's what it is. Like, I mean, we got rules out here. Like,
and out on the dockets for safety
just trying to do his job.
Like,
and so like for him to get attacked, like, you know, like, and then for somebody to step in, like, you know, the bullies don't win today.
They don't win.
Not today. Where I'm from, the bullies get bullied.
Truly.
So, you know, I love to see it. Like, it was a great moment. And like, even like just as somebody who's worked so many years in like a service type industry, it's like great to see somebody who was doing that. Like, you're gonna think twice before trying to do that. Because people they don't even know might come in and have their back. Just like, wait, what? Like, this man trying to do his job and you want to harass him? Harass me.
You're going to have to harass all of us.
You're going to have to harass everybody.
The action of Black people afterwards, too, was so funny because Black people are so quick. Like, how did y'all get white chair earrings? Like,
everything.
Within 24 hours, sweatshirts, hoodies, merch.
The whole scene.
There were some paintings.
Like artwork that I want on my wall.
Like,
tag
what?
me some paintings.
So, the moment that really I love about that is everything you mentioned, but also the throwing of the fitted. Like, that also cultural right there.
It was like Bobby Shmurda. The hat's still up there somewhere. It was like the hat summons.
And it commends.
I went into work the next day and I saw a white chair and I just started busting up laughing.
Like, shout out to you.
I started smiling. Like, man, like I said earlier, I don't look at white chairs the same. Like, every time I see a white folding chair, it's hilarious. Like, and we don't condone violence, but you know, when needed,
I can condone violence personally.
Well, you know, when needed, indeed, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to have to go there. Right. But should I need to? It's beautiful to see when the right side wins.
When the right side wins. No, absolutely. I love it.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Another sure great. I remember. Don't know who to
another proverb
give that reference to, but
I feel like that one's from a movie.
Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. I feel like
maybe not. If you know it, comment it.
It should have been the 11th commandment.
No, it should have.
This is a real statement.
Because following that, that's like stay in your lane. lane, stay in your business.
Exactly.
Like, and if they would have stayed in their business and abided by the rules of the damn dock,
you could have just moved out the way and went on and had you a nice day.
A nice
enjoyed
day.
The rest of the day. Now look at you.
Now you have to get beat up. Like,
beat up.
Was it worth it? You said earlier, the bullies get bullied.
So like,
keep that in mind. We've come to the end of our episode.
Yeah.
The end of the
road. Rocking with us. Thank you for sticking with us through this.
Thanks
journey,
for being here. It was a journey.
Creation.
This episode, okay? Do you have a favorite of all of the things you created?
Man, do I have a favorite of my creations or just in general or
let's do yours and then your favorite of mine and I'll do the same.
Okay. So for mine, my favorite, I would say of mine that I created, I probably gotta go with the gear board and the gas mask and the traffic light. Hopefully I did you a justice, like such a great man,
Right.
Like you always want to make sure like you represent them well, and
right.
I had fun doing that one. I had fun doing all of these. Like they were honestly all fun. I would say my best one was this one. I'd say my worst one is this one. Man, I love Nipsey Hussle, man.
Right.
So I feel bad, but like checkers are not the easiest thing
to do.
do.
And they gotta be symmetrical.
Man,
and
it was
a lot to undertake in a short amount of time. This one I feel like we need stretched out on a canvas. Like this is something I would see in an art gallery. Like you really did your big one with that one.
My favorite one of yours is actually like pretty difficult because I love what you did with Toni Morrison. How you did 3 of them. That was so great. And then the camera is just like perfect. I feel like I could pick it up and take a picture.
Yeah.
But then when I look at the grills, it's almost like it gives me like a Black Rolling Stones kind of mouth thing, but instead of the tongue, we got like the grill or something. And it's like,
hey,
I love that one so much. No, for real. I love it too.
If you're watching, you don't write that down.
No, straight up. If you do,
come on, give us the credit, like for real.
Straight
no,
up.
I think the camera is my favorite of mine too.
Man, the camera's so good.
I really liked it,
good.
And
it's
it was
so perfect.
It just felt so seamless to make, and I liked all the little details of it. So that one's my favorite.
So many details.
The ear's certainly my least best word. Least best, is that a worst? It's not just
when we talking about the least best, I feel like we can use those kind of terms. That's the least best.
That's the least best.
Least best.
You know how you hear yourself say something, you're like, wait a minute, did that come out right? But yeah, the ear definitely, we tussle with the ear. Sorry to the Panthers, love y'all, but yeah, that was not my brightest moment. Before we wrap it up, any other Black history moment, memory?
You know what? Honestly, there's so many Black history moments, and I really want to hear from y'all. I want y'all to let us know. Like, we might pick some out from what you guys say.
Right.
I say always be creating, always have fun. We about to eat these mugs. Black history every month, always to be celebrated. Have a great time. Till next time.
I think we're good. Bye, y'all.